Okay, if I'm not mistaken, we should be okay now. We should be okay now. Perfect. Alright, welcome to episode 6 of season 2 of RCW as my controller drops. Alright. So, a lot has happened since then, and you'll see that in this episode specifically. We are 3 more episodes away from the pay-per-view, with the 10th episode being the Havoc pay-per-view. So, let me quickly clear some things up for you guys. Some of you guys may have some questions, and I want to clear that up. So, what are we going to do about the titles, you may ask? So, what we are doing for the titles is we are going to have a series of #1 contendership matches. We are going to have a series of those. And those said matches, those winners of those said matches are going to fight or wrestle for the whatever title they're supposed to be wrestling for. So we're going to have a women's contender match for the women's title, RCW world title, a Carnage title match for #1 contendership, and the tag titles as well, and the world title. So we're gonna have a total of 4 #1 contenders matches, and those will all be happening in regular episodes of RCW from on forward. So I will make sure to address those matches. We'll also have a series of qualifying matches for the lottery case matches as well. So a lot of those matches are going to be happening. So we might not see, you know, the likes of Edge or really groundbreaking matches, really. For example, you know, we might not see Randy Orton for a while. Or we might not see Edge, or we might not see Batista, or we might not see Braun Strowman, or whatever. You know, whatever it may be. You know, you might not be, you know, excited a lot. You know, you might not, those matches might not appeal to you or anything, and that's understandable, you know, because I'm saving the most exciting matches for pay-per-views, obviously. We try to have exciting matches here on RCW. We try to make sure to have really exciting matches so that everybody has fun, and we're doing pretty well. You know, I try to have that happen. You know, I try to have that happen where I have exciting matches and, you know, create stuff that is exciting and entertaining, shocking, groundbreaking, whatever. You know, I try to do that. And I just want to let you guys know that that's how it's going to be going forward, is we're going to have a series of qualifying matches for the men's lottery case matches, the titles, obviously, both men and women's titles, and that's what's going to be happening through episodes 7, 8, and 9. So most of those matches will be happening. And don't worry, I write everything down here on this little sheet of paper. You can't see the writing too well, but I write everything down so I will remember to write stuff down. I'll remember winners, I'll remember stuff, so it gets all scheduled properly so that we don't have any issues. Now, here's how the pay-per-view is going to go, okay? So once 7, 8, and 9 airs, and once it's all over, once it's all done, I'll be taking a little bit of a break between pay-per-views. The reason for that is just so I make sure I get everything planned out correctly, as well as for those of you who haven't been keeping up with RCW, it gives you guys some time to to watch the previous episodes before the pay-per-view airs. You know, it's really helpful for both you and I so that you guys can watch episodes that you have missed, and so that I can give you guys the best content that I can produce for you. And so, yeah, that's what we are doing right now. So, here we go. You might have noticed Sky Outlaw, Brian Outlaw's sister. You might have noticed that. Let's see what happens tonight. But Chris Frost will be taking on Chris Jericho, Y2J, in an Extreme Rules match to start off the show tonight. So, Chris Frost and Chris Jericho, they've had their spats. They've had their spats on Twitter and both in promos and on the mic on the show. So, and after Chris Frost losing relatively very quickly to Hideo Itami in a tables match last episode, he looks to get better in the win column and get back in the win column and hopefully put himself in somewhat of a title picture, or put himself higher to get a chance, higher in the rankings to get a chance at a title opportunity. However, you know, you have to win matches to earn title opportunities. You can't just be put in a match. So, yeah, that's what's going to happen. So, here we go. We're going to get this started here. I just wanted to clear a few things up before we got started, just so that I didn't have to spend a lot of time at the end doing it. So that's how really RCW is going to be going forward. And then after the first pay-per-view, RCW is going to be going normal until the second pay-per-view, which is Crusade, which is the 20th episode, which is our season finale. But that's a while away from now. So let's just focus on the task at hand, and let's get going here. I'll be taking control of Chris Frost in this scenario. I still gotta make an entrance for this guy. Like a Titantron. There he is. You know, when I create these custom superstars, I take a lot of time in making them. You know, they're not something that's just half-assed or anything. You know, like, I treat this series of streaming and videos, whatever you want to call them, like it's my life. So I try to make sure that it's entertaining, that the gear looks nice, that nothing seems sort of just out of place just for the hell of it. You know what I mean? I also try to do that with storylines, and I'd like to thank John, my buddy John. He's a good friend of mine that I went to school with. He helped me get this card ready for you guys. Well, most of it anyway. I swear, like, John, if you're here right now, watch it. I swear. Like, you are a freaking genius, my friend. You are an absolute genius, because it... Seriously, I was talking to him the other night, or last night, making the matches for tonight's episode, and he was telling me all of these different scenarios that could happen. Like, maybe you could try this, you should do this. And literally, there was no idea that I rejected. I always said, good idea, I might consider it. Because, I don't know what it is, he just knows how to book wrestlers. He knows how to book them in a way that, you know, WWE is lacking. And that's what makes RCW better. And that's what I was telling him, is that being able to book these wrestlers in such a way where I had to move it a little bit, in such a way where it's, you know, it's gotten to the point where it's amazing, you know. And it's not, you know, the same matches over and over and over and over and over. It's different, man. It's different. and it's just, and I absolutely love it. So thank you, John, for helping me out here making this card and everything that you've done for this show as a fan and as a wrestling fan. I know you and I talk all the time about wrestling and talk about, you know, the stuff that's going wrong with it and what we can do to make it better. And, you know, you've did a good job making this card and, you know, just giving me ideas and making the show what it is. So it's almost like having a second assistant GM. This is an Extreme Rules match, so anything goes in this match as Chris Frost grabs a chair here into the back of Chris Jericho, just punishing him. Able to reverse, though, taking the chair away from Chris Frost here. Now, Chris Frost, he's got to feel a little bit demoralized because, you know, he lost in a tables match because Hideo Itami, you have to admit, with a lot of experience he's had in wrestling, you know, and like I said in last episode, Chris has never had an experience in table matches before. So he's never had anything in terms of table matches and or the wrestling experience too. So it's sort of very new to him, and he doesn't really know much about that. Well, you have to wonder, you know, Chris Frost has never really been in any real special matches like Extreme Rules and everything. And he's been in like a couple triple threat matches, but for some reason he's not really familiar with using weapons such as steel chairs and bats and other things like that. He's not really familiar with it, but it doesn't really matter because there's a chair shot to Chris Jericho and another chair shot to Chris Jericho, just punishing him, absolutely punishing him. These two met in a match, and Chris Frost actually won that match, and he's looking to do the same again. And a chair to the back. Chris Jericho drops the chair. Let me see, does he have a signature? Yes, he does. All right. Looking for the icebreaker here. Connects on the icebreaker. Again, just punishing Chris Jericho. Looking for the avalanche. This is patented Chris Frost right here. And the avalanche almost on the chair. As the RCW Universe getting behind Jericho. And again, I apologize if like stuff gets like, or you know, if I write something in the script or if I do something, if I want a match to go a certain way and it doesn't end up doing that, not due to me, but due to the game, you know, itself, and the game just being an absolute idiot. As Chris busts Chris Jericho's head wide open. This has been all Chris Frost in this match. You can see the blood of Chris Jericho on the chair, looking for the icebreaker one more time. Chris Jericho able to reverse though. Finally getting some offense in. He is here! The Rock! What's he doing here? What's The Rock doing here? Oh no. Rock bottom to Chris Jericho! And Chris Frost comes through with the victory. But what is the People's Champ doing here, man? He just came out of nowhere. Absolutely unexpectedly, just came out of nowhere and helped Chris Frost. As you can see there, look. Rock bottom, not the best camera angle, but and Chris Frost able to get a handle on himself and able to get the pin. And able to get the win there. Very, very strange. Very, very strange. As we move on to our next match. Now, when it comes to the pay-per-views, I will try to schedule them in a time where it benefits both the West Coast and East Coast. Because I know some of you live on the West Coast and some of your time zones may be different. But I always try to factor in, you know, West Coast time zone and sort of let other people figure out what time zone they're in and what time it is to them. So I'll always list the Eastern Standard Time and the Pacific times in the Pacific time zone of when a pay-per-view is going to take place. If you are in Mountain Time or some other time zone, like, you know, if you're from England or if you're from whatever, I'm pretty sure you can factor that in and figure out what time that is your time. But I will always put Eastern Standard Time and Pacific Time starting times for the pay-per-views. I will always put those to save you guys on the West Coast from trying to figure out what time you need. So we have this match with Bryan Outlaw and Roman Reigns, and obviously Paige is accompanying him. So Bryan Outlaw had quite the match with Matt Hardy in the Last Man Standing. That's the last time we'd seen him compete in a match. He came out here, you know, as a self-promotion, and John made the remark that Bryan needed to rest. And his sister, Sky, is coming to RCW. Not sure when that is, but she is coming to RCW. She has been signed, officially signed and ready to go. So here we go. Now, to get serious for a minute, let's get serious for a second here. I absolutely respect Roman Reigns. I believe that his booking on WWE has been terrible, and that's why people boo him, because his booking has been so bad. I recently, it has come to my attention that he has battled leukemia for 11 years, and it has unfortunately come back. And he had to relinquish the Universal title last night on Raw. And my heart is beyond broken because he is one of my favorite superstars of all time. He's really entertaining to watch. He's just booked very bad. And, you know, some of this stuff that fans have said, fans of WWE anyway, have said about Roman Reigns is utterly disgusting. And it's just very, very, very uncalled for. And my heart just absolutely goes out to Roman Reigns and his family as he hopefully beats leukemia again. And he will be dearly missed in the WWE, but he beat it once, he can beat it again. So, best of luck to you, Roman. I wish the best of luck to you and your family, and thoughts and prayers are with you and your family, and I hope that you can kick leukemia's ass, make it tap out, and come back stronger than ever. And I wish you the best and a quick recovery. But aside from that, let's get ready for Bryan Outlaw versus Roman Reigns. Let's go. There's Paige coming. Why didn't Paige come out with him on the bike? That would have been cool. If Paige actually come out with him on the bike, that would have been sweet. That would have been really sweet. Paige walking with a lot of confidence behind Bryan Outlaw there. Now, like I said, he's all about breaking rules. And at the end of the day, I really think I'm starting to question, is really Bryan Outlaw having a soft spot for Paige and Bayley and all these other girls of RCW, or is he really just trying to emphasize his ego and try to build his ego up by getting all these pretty girls on his side? You know, you can't leave that out. And here he comes, Roman Reigns. Now, you have to question because Bryan Outlaw's never faced Roman Reigns before. He's never faced a man like Roman Reigns. And, you know, it's different for him. Roman Reigns is a striker. He's a guy who'll punch you, he'll spear you, he'll Superman punch you, he's just very, very, very brutal in the ring. He is phenomenal in the ring. And, you know, he's never, like I said, Bryan Outlaw has never faced a man like Roman Reigns. I mean, you know, it's a little different. Roman Reigns is quick and agile, but also his strikes are absolutely brutal. One spear, one Superman punch away from 1, 2, 3. And you know, it's very difficult for him. And that's why I made this match, because, you know, not to say that Bryan Outlaw has had the easy way in RCW, because nothing is easy. You earn everything. Nothing is easy at all. As right out of the gate, Roman Reigns. But you know, it's different for Bryan Outlaw. Like I said, he's never faced a man like Roman Reigns, so let's just see how he'll do here. Is Roman able to reverse? Bryan able to reverse. Roman able to reverse. Really back and forth match to start it here. Ooh, and a power bomb there. What a beautiful move by Roman. DDT. That's patented Bryan Outlaw right there. And a leg drop to the neck of Roman Reigns. That's a little far, Bryan. Looking for the shooting star, but unable to connect. Able to reverse, though. Ooh. Backbreaker there. Side Russian leg sweep. Ooh, and a kick right to the hamstring of Roman Reigns. And another leg drop. Paige cheering him on. What's he going for here? Elbow drop to the back of Roman Reigns. I don't know if I would have done it to the back. I think I would have done it to the chest, but back works too. Bryan able to reverse out of it. And another DDT. Just absolutely dominating Roman Reigns right now. Dragging Roman Reigns to the middle of the ring. Smart idea. And a fist right to the face of Roman Reigns. Uh-oh, looking for a hold here. Reversal there by Roman. Ooh, and just runs over Bryan Outlaw. Runs over Bryan Outlaw again like a truck. He's got a couple 100 pounds, I think, on Bryan. You know, Bryan's he's a built guy, but he's not built heavy-wise. He's very agile and due to his weight and you know, whereas Roman might be built a little bit more. And another DDT by Bryan. And another fist to the face of Roman Reigns. Going up top here. And a 450 splash. Could that be it? Only a 2 count. He's got a finisher in his back pocket now. Hurricane Rana there. And another leg drop. Bryan really likes those for some odd reason. Looking for a moonsault. Unable to connect though. Connects with the canvas. That's got to really hurt on the chest of Bryan there. Able to reverse though. And an arm drag. What an impressive arm drag there by Bryan. Hurricane Rana once again by Bryan. And a leg drop again by Bryan. Uh-oh, looking for the correction here. But Roman able to reverse out of it. And a spear to Bryan Outlaw. Now that's... Oh no! Page though. Okay, that's awesome. Okay. Page with a distraction. And Roman pays for it. Paige, this new attitude we're seeing from her. Breaking rules. They were determined to break some rules together. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Roman on his comeback. Bryan Outlaw looking to stop it. Unable to. And a Superman punch to Bryan Outlaw. But Paige distracting the referee. Again, Paige bailing Bryan Outlaw out. That could have been the end of him right there. Oh no. Looking to get Bryan to tap. Oh no! Oh no! Uh-oh, Paige bringing in a chair. She brought in a chair. I didn't notice that until now. Oh no. And Bryan kicks out very quickly. This match definitely not going according to plan. Bryan able to reverse. Able to reverse. Looking to take down the referee. And trying to. Takes down the ref. anything goes now. For the moment, anyway. Multiple knee strikes to Roman. Takes down the ref again. Does he have that payback? Yes. Oh no! Using a chair! Oh, and goes for the low blow, but Roman Reigns able to counter it. Oh no. And Bryan still kicks out. Oh no. Roman charging it up. And a Superman punch to Bryan Outlaw. Another Superman punch. Another Superman punch to Bryan Outlaw. And another. Page distracting Roman Reigns. Not long enough for Bryan to get up, though. Oh no, looking for the spear. Reversed, though. Reversed by Bryan. Reversal by Reigns, though. Reversal by Bryan Outlaw. Onto the outside. Now Bryan's got to think for a minute. Gives him a little time. He's got two finishers in his back pocket, though. Oh, God. Roman Reigns decided to drag him to the outside of the ring. Too fast, my butt. Ooh, drapes Bryan Outlaw onto the apron. Bryan able to reverse though, and a spear of his own to Roman Reigns. What a match we have here. Look at that replay. Perfect replay, perfect angle. One of the first times I can actually say that for once. Trying to get... Okay, getting out. Referee getting that chip. Oh my... Roman took out the ref now. Roman took out the ref now. Poke to the eyes. Correction. Onto the chair. And Bryan able to come out with a victory. Wow, what a match. What a match, man. You got to give some credit to Page, though. Page bailed him out a few times. What a team these two make. A spear. And Page go... Page, you can see Page there bringing in a chair. Bryan very resilient, able to kick out. Was gonna go for the low blow, but then Roman able to counter it there. We almost thought Bryan Outlaw was clean out of this match, but Bryan always finds a way. He always does. Whether it's Page, low blows, taking out the ref, He's always willing to find a way. And that's exactly what happened, guys. Great match. Great match. The show's just getting started. We're here for, at least for a while anyway. The show's just getting started. Let's do this. Let's continue. So we have Ruby Riott here, a member of the Riott Squad. Now, we haven't heard much from Ruby Riott. I love Ruby Riott as, you know, as a wrestler. I love her as a wrestler. I think she's phenomenal. You know, I watched her in NXT when she had that, like, short hair or whatever. But I love her character. I love the whole Riott Squad thing. I think it's really cool. Yeah. But she's got something to say to the RCW universe. She says her tattoos may intimidate you. But, you know, it's her ring skills that matter here. She's wanted a title opportunity for a while. Maybe she'll earn one. She'll possibly earn one in the future. I don't know. Maybe. Alright, Ruby, let's see what you got. You know I respect her, I do. She's talented in the ring, she's got mic skills, and she even knows how to play the politics, but maybe she knows how to play the politics a little too well. That's my problem. You don't go behind my back because I will always find out. Ooh, who is she talking about here? I'm asking if you want this to happen. RCW Universe, do you want to see Paige and me in the ring together? That's what right now, that's what I thought. She's calling out the RCW Women's Champion, Paige. Uh-oh, this can't be good now. This could definitely not be good. And here she comes. I actually want to see her come out because I've never seen. Okay. Little over dramatic, huh, Paige? A little bit. A little bit. Do it. What's up, Ice? What's up, my dude? How you doing? Nice to see you stop by. Uh-oh, she's calling Ruby Riott some type of a crybaby, I think. I think that's what she means by that. Who knows? I have no idea. You know, with Paige, you don't really know what she means. Working on a vid. Yeah, that's okay, man. I know you got your stuff. It's cool to see you here, though. That's really awesome. I appreciate it. Gonna be lurking here while I do it. That's alright. At least you're here. At least you're here. Lurk on, buddy. Lurk on. Let's get something straight. You're boring. You're boring. Oh my god. Oh, I didn't expect that to happen. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm the most interesting, talented, amazing woman to ever step inside the squared circle. Would I be surprised if you could even spell the word circle? Damn. That's actually pretty. That's pretty. Let's have a match once and for all. Ruby? You're just gonna say it like that? You're just gonna say it like that? You're gonna say it like that? Is that what's happening right now? What are you gonna say, Paige? Are you gonna... I've heard just about enough of you. These people want to see us fight, so I say we give it to them. You just tell me when and where. Excuse me, Paige? Excuse me? I'm the one that runs this show, okay? I tell you when and where. Not the other way around. But you are the boss lady of SmackDown Live, so you might have some authority. Do you really know what you're asking for? You know who I am, and you know what I can do in the ring. I think you're asking for more than you can chew. Your eyes are bigger than your stomach because you might want a snack. I'm a full Thanksgiving feast. Well, Ruby, I would agree. You are quite the snack, I will say. That's all I'm gonna say about it. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. This is going to be a reckoning. It's going to happen the day we get in the ring and face each other. You're going to pay for every single word, every insult, every side remark. Ooh, uh-oh. Paige has got some big words. You know, we've always seen her have some big words, especially in WWE with her promos, the way she would cut promos. I don't need any permission to kick your ass. Oh my god. And I'm gonna make you sorry for everything. Oh, damn. Ruby, you actually do need permission to kick anybody's ass around here. You do, actually. You do. You do. I know how bad you want a match with me, but it's not going to happen right now. I'll be watching you, sizing you up, and if you can prove that you're worthy, maybe I'll give you a shot. Ruby, you don't make the matches. You don't. You don't. I do. Okay? As commissioner and GM of the show, I do. The fans do. We all do, but mostly I do. Uh-oh. How did Ruby win that? She says they're going to have a match, but it's going to be a tag match. Okay? Okay? They're going to have a match. And it's happening right now. So you can see Brian Outlaw's sister, Sky Outlaw, and Paige are going to go against the Riot Squad, with Ruby Riot accompanying them and with Brian Outlaw accompanying them as accompanying the other side. You really think Brian Outlaw would miss his sister's debut? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay? We are ready. Here we go. It's going to be Paige, Sky versus the Riot Squad. Let's do this. I'll be taking control over Sky. This is the only time I will not be controlling Brian Outlaw. It's very rare that you won't see me control Brian Outlaw, but Brian Outlaw will just do whatever the hell he wants to do. So, yeah. That's how it is. This is going to be a very exciting women's match here. Now, Paige knows a lot about Brian, but she doesn't know a lot about Sky. So it'll be interesting. You've seen her moveset. She's got an insane super kick, an insane corkscrew finisher, whatever you want to call it, off the top rope, and she calls that the Sky Fall. She also has the Sky heel hook as one of her brutal finishers. You know, so it's insane. She also has this move that she calls Sky's the Limit. And she thinks Sky's the RCW, as she likes to say. So, let me give you guys a little bit of a background on Sky before we get this going here. So Sky, she wrestled with Brian when they were teenagers. When they both wrestled in MWE, Manhattan Wrestling Entertainment. They all grew up in Manhattan together. Their father was never around. Their mother raised them. And Sky was bullied most of her life. She was always told that she was always going to be the comic nerd. She's definitely a huge comic nerd. She loves her Spider-Man stuff, like Brian Outlaw, you know. But she was a math nerd, very smart in schooling, and she was bullied for it. She was often called a geek, and a lot of people had told her that she was not going to make anything of herself. And she developed a lot of insecurity. And then, at age 13, she ended up quitting school and getting just homeschooled while wrestling. And she ended up going to homeschool and getting her education at home while wrestling with Brian Outlaw in the Indies. And she's developed quite a following in the Indies. Over, I believe it's 960,000 followers on Twitter. That's probably, I think that's even more than Brian, her brother Brian. Now, Sky, she's only 20 years old. So she's younger than Brian. Brian's 22. So there's a little bit of an experience gap, but still, she's been wrestling for a long time. And I guarantee you guys are going to absolutely love her. So, without further ado, I will get the match going. I just got to plug in my laptop real quick and we'll get going. Alright guys, here we go. So it's going to be Paige and Sky Outlaw with Brian Outlaw accompanying them versus the Riot Squad with Ruby Riot herself at ringside. Let's go. Let's get this underway. There she is, the first ever RCW Women's Champion. You have to wonder what's going through her mind, though, because we still have that women's lottery case match coming up. Which grants the winner an opportunity to cash in at any time, any place, anywhere, even on the same night in which they earn that contract for a shot at that title right there. And, you know, you got to think, that's a little tough. Even with the Outlaw by her side, you know, Brian has taken a liking to Paige, to put it lightly. I would say more than a liking. But, you know. And there's Brian Outlaw accompanying his sister out. Man, isn't she fabulous? I think she's fabulous. You can see on her leather jacket the Outlaw family crest, the bars, the jail bars. And you can also see the red glowing leather gloves there. A little bit similar style ring gear to Paige, I would say. A little bit similar. Sky definitely looked up to Paige as a difference maker in wrestling, and you know, she kind of wanted to model that. So you can see some similarities within the bottoms and the stockings and you know, just the attire of Sky. You can definitely see some similarities there. And here they come, the Riot Squad. Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, and Ruby Riott. These guys have been on a tear. You know, they definitely, these lovely ladies have definitely been on quite the tear. I was very happy to see Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan, two of the girls that I followed in NXT, very, very, very well. You know, I was very happy to see them get called up and actually get put into some role and actually be used. Not necessarily effectively, but just to be used, period. I felt like they were just sort of going to be like afterthoughts. Okay, apparently I'm not controlling Paige. Okay, that's cool. That's alright. That is completely okay. Okay, Sky? No, don't go in the ring, Sky. Don't go in the ring, because you're going to get disqualified if you do. So don't go in the ring. You have to wonder, though. You know, she hasn't been wrestling for a while. You know, as we get a distraction here from Ruby Riott. Oh, why can't I move? Why can't I move? Hello? Hello? Why am I not able to move? Why can't I do anything? Okay, this is weird. Are you gonna single leg Boston Crab here by Paige? Trying to get Liv to tap out, but she's very fresh. Come on, tag me in. Come on. Tag Sky in. Yes, come on. Oh, pff. Come on, Paige. Please. Please. That's what I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Okay. I've had this happen before where the game has just not let me do anything. And that's I've had this happen before with my controller. Okay, now all of a sudden I control Paige? Okay. Alright. Alright. I guess I wasn't controlling Paige for the first half of that match, and then all of a sudden it wants me to. Okay, that's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I've never seen that happen. Liv Morgan, Hurricane Rana to Sky there. Paige looking to take a breather, though. You have to wonder, you know, if Brian Outlaw is really going to get involved in this match, or is he just going to sit there and spectate? He has been known to get involved in matches before. Look at the kick by Sky there. But Ruby Riott serving as a distraction. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Switch. Yeah, switch the... Liv Morgan tagging Sarah Logan in here. And a slap to the face of Sarah Logan. Fist to the face of Sarah Logan. That's one of my favorite moves that I put in her moveset, by the way. That's probably one of my favorite moves, is the Fist of Fury there. Is the... Able to reverse, though. Looking for Sky's the limit. And connects on that move. Could that be enough? I doubt it, but... Gets a 2 count. Sky very on top of this here. Ooh, and a springboard crossbody. Allows her to avoid the hot tag, but able to reverse though. Sky able to reverse. Like I said, very agile. And a bulldog there. Uh-oh, what's she going for here? Does that wake her up at all? Okay. I gotta do this running. And a super kick! By Sky. Middle of the ring. Paige stepping in. But Paige not quick enough. Stop Liv from tagging in. Or not tagging in, but breaking up the pin. What's she going for here? Uh-oh. What is this? Double knees! Show the replay, come on. Paige, I'm sorry, but your hair is in the way. There's the better angle. And Sarah's still able to kick out. Sarah able to reverse. Clothesline in the corner. Alley-oop on there. Just smashing the head of Sky. Don't ruin her pretty face, people. Come on. Said in a very professional way. Uh-oh. Sky able to reverse. Beautiful. Nice job, ring awareness there. Just tossing Sarah onto the outside. Ruby Riott. Oh, come on. I can't attack Ruby Riott? You gotta be kidding. Really? She's trying to distract me. Sarah trying to get Sky taking out the ref, though. I doubt that was intentional. It's hard to tell with Sky, though. She doesn't really play by the rules too well either, like her brother. Probably learned that from her a little bit. What's her signature? What's Sarah's signature? What's her signature? Split-legged moonsault. Okay. Split-legged moonsault. I never really... Paige able to break the pin out. Unnecessary, though. Brian distracting Sarah. Oh, no. Oop. Picking up the chair. Wow, that rope was really glitched, I'll tell you that much. And on the chair. Oh, this can't look good for Sky here. Able to reverse the finisher, though. Sarah reverses. I can never get that right. Able to reverse, though. Trying to possibly bring... Okay. Possibly just getting Sarah Logan up here. Trying to bring her back in the ring. Does a good job doing so. Ruby trying to grab. Ruby Riott again, causing a distraction. Sky trying to make the hot tag though. Unable to. And Liv Morgan gets back in this match. Huge mistake there by Sky. You have to wonder, this is her first match. Very amateur mistake. Submission maneuver. Sky able to get out of it though. A drop kick there. Looking for Sky's the limit once more. Lands it. Let's see, what health is Liv Morgan at? Perfect. Looking for Skyfall here. And connects with Skyfall. Now that's a really impressive finisher there. I get dizzy just looking at it. I'm telling you, look at this. Beautiful. Perfect. Sky must have tweaked her back though. But Ruby Riott causing a distraction so she can't pin. She can't pin Liv, and Liv is finally up. Oh no. This is not a good place to be. Reversal there by Sky though. Oh, come on. Come on, Ruby. Stick to your own. The amount of distractions Ruby Riott has caused in this match, definitely more than Brian Outlaw. Brian Outlaw hasn't done really anything. He's just been sitting there the whole time. Sky's definitely got to make a tag. She definitely has to make a tag right now. Oh, tries to go for the drop kick, misses. Reverse though. Going cross body though. Perfect. Lifts up Sarah. Reversal by Sarah though. Irish whip. This doesn't look good at all. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The moonsault again. Split leg moonsault. Takes out the referee. Cancels the count. What a beautiful, beautiful way by Paige there. Beautiful ring awareness to see where she was. Ooh, and a running knee. Paige able to break it up though. What great ring awareness. And Paige has got to take a breather. She's got nobody to tag to now. This could be very difficult for her. Oh no. On the outside though, Hurricane Rana. Or head scissor takedown, or one of the two. One of the two. Alright, that was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Ruby Riott helping her friend Sarah up to her feet though. But the important thing is, Paige is back in this match. Paige is back in. Ruby Riott with the other distraction. Back body drop there. Now Liv's back in the match. Paige able to reverse though. Very smart by her. Elbow drop. Looking for the Paige Turner. This is what won her the Divas Championship. And she connects on that. Sky helping her out though. And Sky, she's a little glitched there. She's got to get out of the ring though. Sky, you got to get out of the ring. Reversal there by Paige. What an amazing match we have with these ladies here. Beautiful. What payback does she have? Well, it's not applicable in this match, anyway. Looking for the Rampage, but Liv able to reverse. Paige able to reverse. A swinging neck breaker. Beautiful. Hot tag to Sarah, though. Ruby Riott once again being a huge problem for this new team. And a Paige Turner on the outside. Connects with the Paige Turner on the outside, but it doesn't really count. Because Paige has to get her in the ring first. This doesn't count otherwise. Throwing Sarah back into the ring. I don't know what she's trying to do here. Trying to get back in. Able to readjust herself, Hurricane Rana. And here comes the Rampage. But Sarah able to reverse it. We thought that was going to be the end though. So close to being the end. Paige still has that comeback though. Oh no. That running knee strike again. And that connects on Paige. Paige is able to kick out though. Kips up. A reversal. But no, Sarah still able to kick out of that. Paige really beaten up, really tired at this point. Irish whip to the corner. Looking for the double team, but unable to. Sarah able to reverse that. Probably should have just gone for the tag. Not a smart idea. Sky's right there. Paige able to kick out though. Good job by Paige keeping her from taking that hot tag. Went for Went for some sort of kick, it appears. Wrenching the back of Paige there. Sarah able to reverse. Sky's back on the apron though. Reversal by Paige. She's got to be careful though. She still has... And another reversal by Sarah. Irish whipping her to her corner now. Tagging in Liv. This match is lasting way longer than it should be. This should have ended a while ago. Trying to submit Paige, trying to get Paige to tap. Able to break out of it though. And a kick right to the face of Liv. Does a smart idea, rolls out onto the outside. Still has that finisher in her back pocket though. Oh no. Good news is she's near the corner. She's not too far away from Sky. Man, these ladies are just decimating each other. And another rampage, another rampage. Trying to distract the ref. Still tags in. Tags in Sky. Sky's back in. Sky's back in. Sky's the limit. On Liv Morgan. He's going for the final hurrah here. Looking for Skyfall once more. And no, it's reversed. Oh no. Submission maneuver. Still Sky able to get out of it. And a fist right to the face of Liv. Let's see, what is her... Okay. And another Sky's the limit. Oh no, she's going for it again. And no, another reversal. She can't seem to connect on that Skyfall. Paige trying to pump up the crowd though. Oh no. Another submission maneuver by Liv. This hasn't worked yet. And it still isn't working. Man, this women's match. Oh no. Oh no. Paige, come on! Paige taking out the ref. Good idea. Good idea. She tags in Sarah though. She's a little bit fresher, I would say. Referee's finally getting up finally. He's continuing to smash the head of Sky. This has been very impressive. However, she hasn't been able to connect on the finishing maneuver she calls a Skyfall. She hasn't been able to connect on that yet. Let's see. Dragging her to the side of the ropes here. What could this be? Suicide spear. You can hear the RCW Universe chanting, "This is awesome," and I can say this is pretty awesome. This is pretty awesome. This has to be it. This has got to be it. After that, this has to be it. But Sarah is able to reverse. Drop kick, though. Stopping the hot tag. Oh no. She doesn't have the signature. Goes for the backwards Pele kick. Tried to stop her from tagging, but unable to. Oh no. Beautiful reversal there by Sky. Alright. No playing around now. Oh. Tries to go for the kick there. It's one of her trademarks. Reversal. Finally gets Sarah down. Oh no! Ruby Riott distracting. Somehow Sarah's still unable to get the hot tag though. That must have been a real bad glitch in the game. And Sky just simply wondering what it's going to take. Trying to get the crowd pumped up here. And a super kick. Can she finally do it? Skyfall finally connecting. We don't need that replay. And Liv still breaking it up. You didn't really do anything. You didn't really do anything, Paige. I hate to break it to you. You didn't really do anything. You did not really do anything whatsoever. You kind of just threw her out the ring. And that was it. This match is taking way too long. Clothesline. Just wrenching on the neck of Sarah. And a headbutt. Okay, she's got a signature now. Come on. Sky's the limit. Once more. Please, for the love of God, let this be it. Looking for Skyfall. Connects again. And finally, there you go. Finally, Sky's able to get the pinfall. What an impressive showing from Sky in her debut here in RCW. Absolutely impressive. See, Brian Outlaw didn't even have to do much. He didn't really do much. He was just there spectating. What a great match between these two. There it is, the high five, as I'm going to take a screenshot real quick. There we go. What a match, man. What a match. And we still have more to go. That's not it. That was insane, man. I was trying to figure out how long it was going to take somebody to pin somebody. For crap. Oh my god. That was insane. That was insane just now. That was probably the craziest match we've ever had on RCW. Like, not just from a woman's standpoint, but from whatever, man. From everything. I'm just texting somebody real quick. It'll only take a minute. There we go. So we got Toni Storm versus Charlotte Flair. Hopefully this is a one-on-one match, so hopefully this is less hectic. And somebody can actually pin somebody in a reasonable amount of time. And there she is, Toni Storm. She calls herself the Queen, Charlotte Flair, Ric Flair's daughter, Charlotte. Now, we haven't seen something in a while from Toni. It's been a while since we've seen some stuff from her, so I thought, let's bring her back in. Just the strikes of Toni Storm here. How will she fare against the Queen? Charlotte Flair. Ooh, what a neck breaker there by Charlotte. Looking for a chop there, though. Unable to connect for Charlotte. Ooh, and a reversal there by Charlotte. Reversal by Toni. Just a scoop slam there. Arm drag reversal by Charlotte. Against the ropes. Ooh. That's not gonna... That doesn't feel good at all. Looking for the early victory here. Toni says no. There's no way you're getting an early victory. And I doubt that Toni would ever let something like that happen. Taunting Charlotte. Taunting. Okay. Toni able to take advantage of that. Just a kick to the gut by Toni. And a kick to the face of Charlotte. And another kick to the side of the head. Reversal by Charlotte, though. Oh, no. Toni says, I'm taking a breather. Taking a breather. Charlotte able to reverse. Toni able to reverse. I'm not sure what her signature is, what her signature is called. Oh, the hip attack. Really good strategy here by Toni, keeping it on the outside, because that way, if something bad were to happen, she can't get pinned here. Looking to reset the count. Charlotte able to get back in, but she's met by Toni. And a suplex Kip up by Charlotte. Oh, that was short-lived. Looking for the hip attack possibly, but reversal there by Charlotte. Reversal by Tony. And another kick to the side of the head of Charlotte. That has become quite the move here for Toni Storm in this match. And a suplex, German suplex to Charlotte Flair. Looking for Storm Zero here. Unable to connect on that. Charlotte able to reverse. What's her payback? Her payback is resiliency. Okay. Tony able to reverse though. Charlotte has barely been able to put in any offense whatsoever in this match. Maybe Charlotte has finally met her match there. She offers to get down. Use the kip up again. Use the kip up. But to no use of her. Reversal by Charlotte. And a reversal by Toni. This is a back and forth match. But Toni seems to be getting the end of everything. She seems to be just absolutely dominating Charlotte. And another suplex by Toni. And a German suplex by Toni once more. Possibly looking for Storm Zero here. Storm Zero! And Charlotte kicks out at the very last second. Leg drop by Toni. Reversal by Charlotte. Reversal by Toni. And another leg drop. Another reversal by Charlotte. It's just back and forth here. But like I said, Charlotte has put barely any offense in this. Looking for natural selection here. Toni says no. Oh no. Natural selection by Charlotte. Kicks out at one. Toni didn't even need the resiliency. Charlotte spending her time taunting here. Looking for the comeback, but Toni able to stop it. Put a halt to it. And another German suplex by Toni. She might be looking for Storm Zero, but she wants to make sure that she gets this right. Drags her over to the middle of the ring. Looking for Storm Zero here. She connects with Storm Zero. Right on top. And Toni Storm able to come with the victory here. What a beautiful match. It took two Storm Zeros, but Toni Storm, the Storm has been unleashed on the Flair, and it put out the Flair in Charlotte. Charlotte just unable to get enough offense in. She got natural selection in. Which that was really the only effective move she's hit in this match. And that was her downfall there. She didn't hit enough effective moves, and Tony was able to take advantage of that. And the Aussie wins. And our next match will be, I believe it's our main event. Braun Strowman, the RCW champion, world champion, will face off against Batista. 1/3 of the faction Evolution. I'll be taking control over Braun Strowman for the sake of this match. And here he is, the monster among men. We haven't seen Braun Strowman in a while. Since he won his match, since he won the RCW World Championship at the pay-per-view, we haven't really seen him much. Now, he is not a part-timer. He had some issues with WWE getting his contract, negotiated, and he had some issues, some legal issues he had to take care of, and that's why he was absent. He told me that, I am champion. I'm not going to be a part-time champion. I'm always going to be here, and everybody is going to get these hands. And the animal, Batista, has arrived in RCW. Now, Batista, it's been a while since we've seen him in a WWE ring. It's been a while. And, he's been doing his movies, but he decided to take a break from Hollywood for a bit and come back. Even if it's just for one match. I don't know if Batista is going to officially sign or if this is just a one-time thing. I'll have to talk with him and his associates and see where he sees himself in wrestling. But there he is. And Braun Strowman taking it right to Batista. Ooh, what a punch to the face by Braun. Ooh, just absolutely overpowering Batista. This is a mountain of a man here in Braun Strowman. And another gut punch. Batista able to reverse though. Oh no. Braun's in trouble a little bit. Oh, never mind. Able to reverse. Batista able to reverse. Braun able to reverse. Just a slam. And Braun will gladly take this count-out victory, but he says no, he does not want it to end that way. That's not how a champion does things. He earns his victories. And a suplex by Braun. And just absolutely manhandling Batista here. And even more punches to the face of Batista. Dragging Batista to the middle of the ring and just a stomp on the chest. But that's not it. What a slam by Braun Strowman here. Now, the power slam is the running power slam, which is Braun's finisher. That is the absolute, like, I would hate to be on the receiving end of that. And that's why he is our champion here. What great ring awareness by Braun here. Absolutely. What's his signature? I'm trying to think. The reverse choke slam is one of them. The Yokosuka cutter. Jeez. I know his choke slam and his power slam because that's the only thing I've ever seen him do. Because he just dominates everybody. Ooh, Batista. Finally getting some offense in on Braun. Well, that was short-lived. Reversal by Braun Strowman. Tossing Batista back in the ring. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Braun being the smart man here. Smart champion. Getting out of the ring on the outside. Using the outside to his advantage. But Batista able to reverse and throw him back into the ring. Has the tide turned? Nope. And Braun says, get back in here. I ain't finished with you. Does he have a signature yet? Nope. He will eventually, though. What a clothesline there by Braun. He still does not have a signature. Oh no. And a gut punch. That'll knock the wind out of anybody. Well, Braun Strowman is on one knee here. Oh no. What a slam. Looking for the running power slam here. Looking to finish this one off. And connects with the running power slam. Dragging Batista to the middle of the ring so that he can't, there can be no rope breaks. And Batista kicks out somehow. How in the world did he kick out of the... Most people are absolutely dead after that. No energy whatsoever. I don't know how Batista was able to muster any energy to kick out of that. And a big boot to Braun Strowman. Oh no. He's looking to just disqualify himself. And Batista had enough. and Braun Strowman wins by disqualification. Batista knew he was in trouble, so he took the easy way out and said, screw this, I'm disqualifying myself. He knew he couldn't beat Braun Strowman, so he grabbed a bat, hit him, and disqualified himself. He might have not have won, but that didn't matter to him. It didn't matter to him at all. And Braun Strowman is your winner by DQ, by disqualification. Will this be the end of Batista, even after his return? And you have to think, after tonight, what does The Rock have to do with this now? The Rock came in and basically won the match for Chris Frost. He seemed to have Chris Jericho's number just fine, but The Rock came in, made a shocking return, and, well, y'all know what happened. Sky, absolutely unbelievable performance by Sky Outlaw, by Brian Outlaw's sister Sky. That was absolutely unbelievable. I'm beyond shocked at how well that went. She did absolutely amazing. Sorry about the controller issues that we had. It was just a glitch within either in the game or within the controller, but we were able to fix it real quick. So as like I said, as far as what's going on with the future episodes going forward, we are going to have qualification matches for the titles. So whoever wins, those said matches, they're going to get a shot at that title. I'm thinking of doing it in Fatal 4-Ways or Fatal 5-Ways or 6-mans or whatever. I'm thinking of doing it that way because that way it's really easier just to build storylines. There's not many people and it's no disqualification in Fatal 4-Ways, so anything goes, and it's just really hectic a lot of times, and I feel like that's the best way to do it. We will also have qualifiers for the women's Money in the Bank matches. So we will have 6 matches dedicated for the 6 women that will be in the first ever women's lottery case ladder match. I know I said Money in the Bank, but pretty much the same thing. So we will have those, and those will be, will take up a lot of the episodes. A lot of those matches will take up a lot of the episodes, depending on how I want to do them. So expect those in the future. A lot of those matches will make up for most of the episodes. So just because we're just having qualifying matches doesn't mean that that it's not going to be entertaining or that it's not going to be worth watching. I just want to let you guys know what's going to happen in the near future with RCW. We're just going to have qualifying matches, which I will choose who has earned an opportunity. We might have, legends come, like Lita or The Rock, perhaps, or Stone Cold, perhaps. We'll have guys come back. We'll make it historic, guys. We will make those matches absolutely historic because this will be the first ever men's and women's lottery case matches. With those respected winners of those cases, they will get a guaranteed championship opportunity, whether it for the women's title, if you're a woman, or for the world title, the RCW World Championship, Braun Strowman. Somebody will get their hands on Braun Strowman if they win that money, or that lottery case. I keep saying Money in the Bank. I'll get used to it, okay? I gotta say it a few times. So yeah, that's what we're looking at as far as next episodes go. You know, it'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting. You know, because I want to have a stacked pay-per-view, and I feel like having those two matches, plus all the title matches, plus this one singles match that I'm thinking about, will be historic. And I want to make sure that, you know, the pay-per-views are a lot more, if not the same, entertaining as the regular episodes. So at the pay-per-view, you can expect all the titles will be defended. You can expect the ladder matches for both the men's lottery case and the women's lottery case. Whoever's in those matches remains to be seen. And, you know, it'll be interesting. I'm going to tell you guys, you're not going to want to miss the pay-per-view. If you missed anything so far, I'll refer to you to a playlist. It is on my YouTube channel, at BGX Plays, the same place Twitch is, where you can watch that in chronological order. So there's a playlist for Season 1, there's a playlist for Season 2. So every episode, after it ends, after live stream ends, you're able to watch it in that playlist. I make sure that it's edited, the description's edited, everything else is edited, and you guys are able to watch it. I know an hour to 2 hours, 30 minutes, whatever, seems like a long time. But that's why I do it this way. I do it this way because that way I'm not spending constant time editing videos together. Because I feel like it would take me a lot longer to produce these episodes. It would take me a lot longer to do. And I don't want you guys to have to wait forever. You know what I mean? The videos that I do on the RCW Facebook page, however, those are edited. Those are you know, edited. Because those are like maybe a minute to 30 seconds long, whatever. You know, they're not too much of a project to edit. But, you know, I feel like cramming all of this into one video and then editing it, it'll be way too long. And it'll take forever. You know, basically what I'm saying is that it's better to live stream it, because this way that you guys can, it's like a real show, and you guys are able to catch it live as it's happening. It's not pre-recorded, because I want to make it seem like a real live show, and you know, that's why I do it the way I do it. And you know, you'll get my live reactions, because I might be doing the same things that you're doing, and I might be watching it as it's happening like you are, but I'm also controlling what happens. You know, I don't always expect things to happen. You know, like, I might have an idea of how I want a match to go, but even then, it always ends up going something unexpectedly. Like, for example, like, the constant kickouts, the constant Ruby Riott getting involved in that women's tag team match, that I didn't expect to happen. I didn't expect any of that to happen. I expected it to be done, but turns out that probably is the longest match of tonight's episode. So, anyways, you won't want to miss anything. So in case you happen to miss this while it's live right now, you can always watch it after the fact. It takes a little bit to process, so it might say like 30 minutes instead of the full 2 hours or whatever. That's because YouTube has to take time to process those videos, and however long the video is, and depending on the quality in which you are streaming it and whatever and whatnot, it takes a little bit. But I will always make sure to add it to the playlist so that you guys can watch it chronologically. And like I said at the beginning of the show, that there's breaks in between pay-per-views. So, you know, after the 9th episode, we'll be taking a couple weeks off so I can plan the pay-per-view, and I can really do it the way I want to. And, you know, but 9 times out of 10, it'll either be on a Friday or be on a Saturday. And that's because most people don't have to get up for work on Saturday. Or at least a lot of the people that I know don't. Most, you know, for you youngins out there, you know, you don't have school the next day. And I usually tend to do it 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night. Because, you know, it's easier to do it that way, and most people are home in the comfort of their own homes, home from work, and they're either eating dinner or they're just making dinner or whatever, you know, or they're home from work. And I like to make sure to give an opportunity for those who are in different time zones to be able to watch it. So that's what we're going towards. I'm happy, like I said, I am absolute flabbergasted, and I can't thank you guys enough for how this season has gone. And, you know, when it ends, we will take a short break. It won't be that long. We will take a short break until we get Season 3 up and running. But, like I said, there will be maybe a 2 to 3 week break. I don't even know. I'm just giving you guys an estimate to see how long you guys will have to wait for the pay-per-view. But I will tell you guys on Twitter, if you follow me on Twitter, I'm getting more active about it. I'm getting better about it. If you follow me on Twitter, I always tell you guys, I'm starting to improve on telling you guys when I'm streaming RCW. And I 9 times out of 10, I will tell you when a pay-per-view is going to happen. Same with the Facebook page. With RCW, I tell you guys stuff that's going to happen. So, whatever platform you guys are on, same with Instagram too. Whatever platform you guys use, if you guys use any social media, that is the easiest way to get in contact with me, that is pretty much the easiest way to either get in contact with me or to keep up with RCW. And if you don't have social media, well, it's hard. It's going to be a little bit more difficult for you to know when things are happening. But I would say most people have a Facebook, Twitter, whatever nowadays. There's some form of social media nowadays. So that doesn't really concern me. But, you know. Anyways, I'd like to thank you guys for joining me on this episode of RCW. And I'll catch you guys later on the next stream. Thank you guys for watching. And take it easy.